Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, we got a jam-packed local news program for you today, and we begin with a sad note. Another Dr. Durrani victim has passed away. Her name is Michele Byar. She just passed away a week or so ago. Her sister contacted me to tell me, and there's like 110 of the 580 victims that we represented have passed away. And it's so sad. And Medical Protective and the rest of the world doesn't care. Unfortunately for them, I do care. All right, Kentucky's counties. This is funny. This caught my eye. This was out of Lexington Herald Leader. These are the richest counties in Kentucky in order based upon median income, investment income, and home value. Oldham County is 1. Spencer County is 2nd. Boone County is 3rd. Kenton County is 4th. Shelby County's 5th, Scott County is 6th, Woodford 7th, 8th is Jasmine, 9th is Campbell, and Bullitt is 10th. If you notice, what's wild about that is Northern Kentucky with Boone, Kenton, and Campbell have 3 of the top 10 counties. It just tells you how strong Northern Kentucky is. It's pretty amazing. Then those other counties, one's right outside of Louisville, Oldham, Bullitt, and then you have the counties around Fayette County. Pretty amazing. Thomas Massie, he continues to play his games, and I can only say this is all I'm going to say. I've said it publicly, and I will say it again. If the Trump world wanted me to run against him, and they endorse me before I commit, I will run against him. However, I have a candidate that I prefer and that I am trying to get before Trump world that I think would be a much better candidate than I am and would defeat him. And I'm wanting the same thing. If the Trump team wants to take on Massie and they endorse this person that I am pushing for, they will win. Thomas Massie needs to go. He doesn't care. He loves the idea. He just wants the publicity of being a contrarian do-nothing. And he's duped the 4th Congressional District. But I'm hoping that I started the process of waking up people that we need a congressman who's a serious person and not just a smartass. Rand Paul met privately with a bunch of Republican senators to talk about the impact of Trump's tariffs. Hello. See, Rand Paul's a doctor. See, again, he wants to be the contrarian, the attention getter. You have to be some kind of a dumbass not to see that Trump's using the tariffs for negotiation purposes. Takes a little bit of time, Rand Paul. Remember, Thomas Massie is in love, really, not figuratively, with Rand Paul. Got it from a great source. David Yost supports the birthright citizenship ending, just like President Trump. David Yost is running against Vivek Ramaswamy for governor in Ohio. Beshear vetoed DEI bill to take away DEI from Congress. My guess is the Republican supermajority will override this veto. Butler County, shame on you, Sheriff Jones of Butler County. You know, I always got along with Sheriff Jones. He and I got crossways on 2 things. One, I got crossways with him when he said he didn't think his deputy should save people with Narcan. And also because he's such great buddies with Willie that when I was no longer buddies with Willie, he couldn't be me. I mean, he didn't even respond to requests to speak at Patriot State Freedom Fest. He'll never get an invitation again. But you hear about this? This is terrible. Butler County just got hit with a $1.2 million settlement. There were people being arrested and taken into Butler County that weren't getting bond posted or in front of a judge for 5 days and longer. That's outrageous. Do you know, folks, a lot of good people who don't do anything wrong get charged with something. A lot of good people get charged with something that's not real bad. Good people making a mistake. You know, most of the people that go into our criminal justice system are not evil, terrible, over-the-top criminals. There's plenty of those. But you're talking about traffic offenses, misdemeanors, and whatnot. For them not to get in front of a judge to get a bond posted is awful. Sheriff Jones, you know, he's all about getting the attention. That's all he is about. He is Mr. Attention Getter. All right, KKK man was convicted, William Bader, for throwing flyers all around. He started Toledo with 4,000 on February 3rd. He said, nobody's going to change me. He's fined for $100 each for a littering charge. This is a littering charge. $150 maximum fine. His total costs are $700. He's apparently the imperial wizard. They're clowns. We should just ignore these clowns, folks. Here I am giving them some attention because it's so funny and stupid. We should just ignore them. All right, Marty Brennaman is going to have a statue outside the Great American Ballpark. You know my view on Marty, totally different than everybody else in Cincinnati. Was Marty a great sportscaster? Yeah, he was. How hard of a job is that to be a play-by-play announcer for a sports team? The glorification of Marty Brennaman, I do not get. I don't. All right, Shane Collins, Alexandria councilman charged with domestic violence, resigns. Hamilton County. I'm all for these Democrats on Hamilton County Commissioner. They feel like they're getting bullied to pass a sales tax to pay for stadiums. You know what? Good for them for standing up to that. All right, Bailey Tully, pictured here, is on the lam, charged with 60 counts of sexual abuse. This guy should be put to death when he's caught. And tornado, actually, we're not weather folks around here, but a tornado touched down at CVG and caused damage, so I think that's newsworthy, don't you? And Ohio reported their first case of measles, just like we had one in Kentucky. That looks wicked. Sabrina, have you ever had the measles? No. Me neither, I don't want them. And this was wild. Miracle Point Playground in Falmouth, an armed juvenile was detained. That's Sabrina's head town. This was a post of somebody. I thought I was done for. I was there walking my dog, and they came out of nowhere saying, "Freeze, put your hands up." Man, I never ran so fast in my life to my car when they told me to get out of there. Woo! Something's always going on in Falmouth, Kentucky, isn't it, Sabrina? And in local sports, the Royals beat the Reds 11-8. I forgot to check if Jonathan Indy played. And UK plays Troy tonight at 7:10 p.m. Please, God, please allow UK to make it to the second week of the tournament, and may Arkansas lose to St. John's. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great weekend.